took all of EU virtually uncontested. He has had no one really to stand up to him. So he looks across the pond. He sees a whole world of challengers that he could stand opposed to, but could not really learn anything about them because all you can do is watch footage. You don't know how someone is in person necessarily until you actually play them. So I'd like to think that you're right. Up until this point, he's been collecting data. And now we get to put him at the test where it really counts.
Yeah. And this matchup is interesting. So LZ kind of showed earlier in the tournament he had a set against LBO just how hard it is to play Zetterburn when the Maple is on point on edge guarding you. But the thing is, we've also seen LBO against LZ in RCS tournaments just completely like run train on either LZ or any other Maple by just staying aggressive and getting early KOs with either down air off stage or you know, the consume KOs that Zetterburn's known for.
Ooh, down strong.
I love, this is where LZ always places Lily on this stage, and I love this placement so much because Maple's always kind of comboing up, so sometimes it's kind of hard to combo into Lily if they DI up.
Yeah.
But if you put her on that platform, you almost always get a follow-up, and LZ's really good at making sure he gets the best out of that follow-up.
LZ's definitely one of the most studied people when it comes to this game. He's done the research. He labs it up. He clearly, you know, knows a lot about his character inside and out.
Or as he says, he finds what's broken.
Yeah. He is so good at that. What a lab monster.
Which, as the developer, I do appreciate.
Yeah. Because then you get to see it, and then you get to like, oh, that's too much. Let me fix this. Here's the follow-up, though, from Kaos. Ooh, jab just to simply contest L. Knew exactly that he was going to come into his claws.
Ooh, I like that little up special fastball there because you could kind of see Kaos was expecting a couple different options, and that was not one that he was prepared to punish.
Ooh, down strong. Caught him on the beat.
LZ definitely wanted a tech there.
Ooh, another one? Jab reset.
That was really smart. He went for the jab because he knew he was going to tech, and then that way he could be ready. Even if he didn't, he was going to do the same follow-up since the knockback would be the same. Ooh, gets him with the forward air. And once again, look where Lily is.
Yeah, it's good placement. But now we're seeing Kaos trying to get his combo game off. This is percentage building for both of these guys. These are really tough times.
Oh, Lily bails out right when LZ could have used them. Ooh, I didn't realize LZ was on last stock.
Yeah, they both came down to those last moments. And that's going to launch Kaos into this next game. He's going to have that nice lead. Where do you think he wants to go?
So LZ does like Merchant Port.
Neutral.
So this is the one difference between this and Merchant Port for LZ is he'll probably do similar Lily placement, but the platforms are a little bit harder for Zetterburn to get to when he's trying to mix up his recovery. Whereas Merchant Port's platforms are very nice for Zetterburn's recovery.
Yeah.
Since they're right on the edge.
Because it has like a more of a mix-up to it. This still reinforces honesty, right?
Yeah. This one you really have to come in a bit earlier. You have to be a little bit closer to make a true mix-up on it.
Ooh, that was really close. And now L's playing coy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ooh, a little cheeky. And this is something that Kaos does that I don't think others that are really doing a ton of, which is always down Bs at ledge. So even if someone does manage to come back, at the very least, he makes them pay the toll, and they have to be on fire, right?
But yeah, I do like his use of down B, especially compared to a lot of Zetterburns who kind of just neglect the move altogether.
Yeah.
It's such a huge part of stage control. Even if you play against someone who ignores it, then sure, free damage.
Ooh. Okay. Back air. Combo game.
Oh, that was really nice by Els.
Oh, hard
the
call
forward
out.
strong. Let's see.
It's so important to be able to mix up your recovery as Zetter. Otherwise, you're going to get that as a result every single time.
I do love Maple players when they're moving well. Maple just looks so cool when she's like stuck to the ground and just like quickly going from platform to ground back to platform.
Looks so clean. This is definitely one of my favorite characters as a, like watching the speedsters, so to speak. Oh no, what was that?
I don't know why he would reverse that. It looked probably a flubbed input, honestly, or maybe thought he was going to be somewhere else.
Oh, that down strong. If he was in the center of the platform, he would have caught
That's what I think. That's what he wanted. Yeah.
Oh, it's tough. Ooh, that's it.
See that? So if you smash DI that up, you have to actually smash DI up and also DI to the side to get out of that up air cleanly, because LZ basically labbed that and found out you can do it right into an up special.
Oh, wow. Here's the up B. Takes him down, double dips. He's going to get him here. Yo, this is so close. Forward strong, charged. Again, The setup. Well, no,
Down strong, gets it, and the taunt.
Oh, we got pop-off.
We got a little bit of a taunt. We got a little bit of a taunt from LZ.
This is exactly what I talk about when it comes to Els, because he is someone who will press every single button if it gets the result that he wants. If he has to camp top plat, he'll do it. If he has to taunt, he'll do it.
I love how much that momentum swing that last stock towards LZ. Like, just basically one combo, and then he had him off stage low, and then he was like, you are not getting back on this stage for free, and he just used his strong attacks to make sure of it.
Now we're going to the wall.
And I like that they're both using their Genesis colors right now. So these are the seasonal colors that are in game for our Genesis event.
Oh, man. And for those that don't know, you guys can customize your colors, too.
Yes. And that's a big thing you see online. Like, we know some of the top players, we can tell. You just have a replay even without tags. We can recognize full stream Raster or Els is you can't recognize because he uses a different color every match. I don't know how he does it. I feel like he maybe has like them just sitting somewhere and he adds them between every game.
Just copy and paste.
Something. But he changes his color basically every match.
Here's the, okay, back now. This is when you're trying to cover the center stage. Just hold onto it.
Right there, he forced him to that side. You can see what else was doing with Lily. Kind of forced him to tech to that side, but just kind of slightly missed the punish he wanted. But still, he's up. He's up now. 86% is pretty close to death if Kaos can get a burn into a combo.
There's an opportunity in that edge guard. He just stays at the ledge. Oh, that was a great job from Kaos.
Yeah,
being
really
close
good by
to the
Kaos.
edge.
And this is that setup is exactly what Els caught LBO in earlier in the tournament and was able to finish. And it was great to see Kaos kind of figure a way back on stage and then immediately close the stock after that. Ooh, just need to charge that up strong a little bit. That's the beauty of the strong attacks in Rivals. It's so good at punishing techs because you can charge and wait.
Simple and clean punish after that parry, making full use of that down strong.
And here we get to see him doing a little platform movement, waiting for invincibility to end.
That F tilt is so important to be a kid.
Yeah, it's huge. It's very similar to Little Mac in Smash 4.
Oh!
That forward air was low enough. So the way Rivals, we have hit canceling, right? So if you hit the move, you get a little bit less end lag at the end. So that forward air was low enough that if Kaos was able to dodge it, that would have been LZ's death. So he went that low knowing I'm up a stock, I'm just going to go for this, and if I finish him off here, great, then I win the game, and he was right, finished him off.
Ooh, look at these fair places for Kaos. Oh, he was right on the down strong, but wrong on the timing.
I do like LZ's using the seed while getting back on stage because, one, he gets the mark. Two, he put it, it's such a low-risk move. If Kaos parried it, it wouldn't, he doesn't get invincibility, or he gets invincibility, but Maple wouldn't go into parry stun. So it's a nice little risk-free way to get back on stage and get a benefit if they're not...
Man, I remember all the different iterations of Seed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Seed with hit stun, with Maple speed, with the giant strong attacks.
We've come so far with this character.
Well, Maple's always been like kind of the hardest character to play in Rivals. So like for so long, there's so much stuff that she has that just nobody was kind of showing us. And I think we're starting to see that a little bit with Edelith tonight too.
Ooh, the combo game, so pretty.
Almost caught him with that up air.
Look at this movement, man.
That was good parry.
What is it with these young bucks? These young kids who have just incredible movement. That down strong though from Kaos covering the platform.
That down strong was so smart because he did a little dash dance to kind of get Els to tech to that, or roll or tech to that side.
Yeah.
And then just immediately.
Ooh, he tried the duo. Down strong.
He has a lot of damage to make up this stock though. Let's see if he can. Kind of jinxed. Right there.
You know, oh, Lily actually saved him there.
Yeah, Lily, I really love LZ's Lily placement. I feel like a lot of other top level Maples, Ralph, kind of ignore Lily a lot, whereas LZ does a good job of choosing really smart placement.
I think it's safe to say that he ignores a lot of his environmental sort of things, because he does the same thing with Orcane.
Yeah, there was a couple times where he had, he does use down B special occasionally, but he definitely had more setups if he wanted to go for him.
Ooh, there's the Gatling series.
Wow, that was 5% away from LZ's death there.
Gosh, this is nuts. This is Kaos' tournament stock, isn't it?
It is. Tournament stock right here.
Oh my
And
gosh.
parried. No, that's it. So
And that's it.
that's so hard too, because after he got parried, LZ purposely ran into him and down strong, and it's DI mix-up.
Yeah.
Really hard to DI. I don't know, if perfect DI, he might have lived there and came back, but it's so hard to get that perfect DI when he's sliding through you.
He had another stock to even go afterwards. It was really his back to the wall. And
So EU has fallen here, but I think Kaos did a great job of showing off, one, just how good Zetterburn can be. And just kind of, I really like that Kaos plays like Zetterburn kind of all around. I feel like LBO is an amazing Zetterburn player. We didn't get to see him on stage here, but he has such an aggressive Zetterburn. Like LBO basically wins in like a 3-stock if he's going to win, because he's just so dominant. And then I like that Kaos kind of plays Zetterburn a lot more, kind of like we see AZ cards with Krag, where he's kind of using the whole kit, but he also can play the neutral game really well too.
yeah, he's very thoughtful, very methodical, kind of has that slow pace. We can wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. And then when he strikes, man, does he strike. He has a lot of fire behind every one of those hits.
And you can tell his Chaos recovery game is really, really good. Probably part of the reason he destroys in EU. But our top players are so used to Zetterburns and Zetterburns with good recoveries. Like basically all the top Zetterburns have a great recovery game, because you kind of have to. So LZ was able to take a couple there, but I do like that Kaos was able to get through a couple of LZ's like recovery chains basically and get back on stage and then punish LZ right after.
I think it's also fair to say that LBO is a testament to our knowledge against Zetterburn as well.
Oh yeah.
I think LBO is one of those guys that is constantly grinding, trying to level up, learn those matchups, and as a result,